You won't believe what it takes to get thrown out of Congress. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the controversial saga of the former New York U.S. Representative George Santos. His political career came to an abrupt end due to a series of lies and fabrications. Let's break it down.
Day after George Santos' historic expulsion from the House of Representatives.
Congressman, what do you say to your constituents?
Excuse me. You guys got to get out of my way.
Now remember, this guy was a promising figure at one time. They thought he was going to do some things. All right? He faced multiple investigations into his finances and other issues, which brought everything to a screeching halt. His downfall began when inconsistencies in his personal and professional backstory started to surface. So, first of all, he lied about education and his work history. Santos admitted that he did not attend the universities he had previously claimed on his resume. He also confessed to lying about his work experiences. Now, we've all lied about our work experiences from time to time. Well, maybe not lie is a good word. We've all exaggerated experiences. I remember when a friend of mine, Mike.
Ah, yeah. Storage side.
Big Mike was like, yo, here's the trick, Tim. We set up a mailbox. Right? It's like, He said what we do is we set up a voice mailbox. And that's our former employer, right? Give them that number, and then when they call you, one of us calls them back and pretends to be each other's boss. Now, see, that's all fine and dandy, and it worked pretty well, I think. The only problem is, when you get to the interview, you gotta kind of be able to answer questions about the job. You know, from your job experience. For some reason, Mike was always better at that than me. Yeah, he was better at lying. But he'd always get fired in the end. Like this one time he called me up, he said, Tim. I said, man, why are you talking like that? I can't hear you. He said, I'm in the server room closet. I'm in the closet of the server room. I said, I can't hear you, man. He said, man, I'm in the server room closet. My boss said he want me to increase the page, the virtual memory. The virtual memory. He said increase the virtual memory. Man, why are we increasing virtual memory? Just buy some real memory. This is a big company. Can we buy the real thing? Why we gotta have virtual memory? Do me a favor, Tim. Tell me, what is virtual memory? I said, Mike, I don't remember, brother. Yeah, he got fired from that job too. So look, I'm not saying, I've never partaketh, but I realized pretty quickly that this type of stuff comes back to bite you. You don't always have time to call an audible. You can't look on the sidelines and get somebody to hook you up with the answer. You got to kind of know it. George Santos did not know the answers. He lied about property ownership. Santos claimed to own a series of rental properties, but later acknowledged that he didn't. Santos repeatedly said during his campaign he was a proud American Jew, but later backtracked and identified as Jewish. It's crazy, yo. After reporting raised questions about his ethnicity. And when you say Jewish, he doesn't mean a Jewish American. He means Jew-like. Seriously, like blackish. Not really black, but kind of. So he was saying, I didn't say I was Jewish. I mean, I was Jewish, kind of like Jewish. And people was like this. Yeah, your boy told that lie, yo. To get elected in a heavily Jewish district. Santos stridently denied committing crimes in Brazil or anywhere else, but Brazilian prosecutors have moved to open a years-old fraud case against him. Yeah, he did dirt in Brazil. Donor deception. CNBC reported that Santos staff impersonated staffers for now House Speaker Kevin McCarthy in order to raise funds from wealthy donors. So they lied to donors in order to raise money to send the money to Santos. Said there was someone else to collect money when it was going to Santos when they said it was going to McCarthy. That's fraud. This guy's a walking Netflix documentary, isn't he? Santos has publicly said that the 911 attacks claimed his mother's life, though she died in 2016. Some cruddy dude, man. And there is no evidence of a connection. This dude lied about his mom dying in the towers. You know what? I would say this guy was committed. He was committed to the lie, man. Anytime you lie on your dead mother. In the conclusion, in the end, Santos was officially expelled from the House of Representatives on December 1st. His story serves as a stark reminder of the importance of truth and integrity in public service. You're right. Let's keep it real, guys. The House of Representatives is sort of a lot of liars. A lot of them lie and say they're going to come in and do the bidding of the people, and they come and do the bidding of the donors. There was this one clip I saw of John Fetterman, the senator out of Pennsylvania. Yeah, I think that's where he is. Who was on The View, of all places, talking about Santos, and then talking about somebody else, Menendez, and how corrupt everyone is. And it's like, you know, all of them are corrupt.
What's your reaction to the expulsion?
Well, it's like I'm not surprised, but to me, I think the more important picture is that we have a colleague in the Senate that actually did much more sinister and serious kinds of things. Senator Menendez, he needs to go. And if you are going to expel Santos, how can you allow to somebody like Menendez to remain in the Senate? And, you know, Santos's kind of lies were almost, you know, funny. And like, you know, he, you know, landed on the moon and that kind of stuff. Whereas, you know, I think, you know, Menendez, I think, is really a senator for Egypt, you know, not New Jersey.
Fetterman was making a case why Santos was, you know, a harmless idiot, you know? Like, he lied about who shot Biggie and Tupac, but we got Menendez who lied about other things that were way more consequential, like being a lapdog for Egypt or whatever. Meanwhile, Fetterman is a lapdog for AIPAC. And most of Congress is a lapdog for AIPAC and pharmaceutical companies. And they lie every day and say that they're going to go and be the only lapdog they'll be is for their constituents, when that ain't the truth. So, I tell you, man, when I first started turning over the new Tim Blackleaf, so to speak, you know, well, I finally embraced the fact that I don't give a damn about none of these parties at all. And I just ain't gonna fit in no box at all. It's no box to put me in. You can't put me in with progressives. You can't put me with conservatives or liberals. You just can't put me nowhere. I'm just gonna have to start my own line. If you feel like I do and you're tired of all this shit, line up behind me. See, I do believe there's a place for people like Santos, and it actually is Congress. The reason why they got rid of Santos is because he was publicly embarrassing them by being so blatant with his lies. Yeah, Nancy Pelosi's made multiple millions of dollars short selling and using insider information, allegedly. Lord knows I don't need to be sued. They might take half my mic. You get what I'm saying? But she's quiet about it. And if she's not quiet about it, Nancy and other liars like her that are in Congress had the ability to shut you down via, I don't know, Twitter or Facebook or agencies or news websites with lawsuits. See, Santos had no such ability to shut anybody up. All of them are full of shit. But that doesn't mean I feel bad for Santos. Nah, we don't need more liars. We don't need more liars. I just wish we could go back and get all the other liars. But we ain't going to, like if we know a new liar's coming in, we should stop them regardless of party. And that's why I'm kind of impressed that actual Republicans went along with this, because this is one of their guys. Even though more Democrats voted to get rid of him, there were a number of Republicans that voted to drop kick him. So that was kind of surprising. Then I remember Democrats did get rid of somebody. Al Franken comes to mind. Remember Democrats getting rid of that guy? They drop-kicked his ass. It wasn't for being corrupt, because you got rid of guys for being corrupt and liars. I mean, it would be everybody. They got rid of Franken because he was making jokes about a woman's anatomy or something on a plane. You know, Al Franken, the guy whose whole life, half his life is being a comedian, was making a joke with a picture or something. But they didn't stand up for him at all. They threw his ass under the bus and then backed their truck up. So I was like, wow, you know, the Republicans will get rid of you if you embarrass them. And the Democrats will get rid of you if you, I don't know, if you do like this over a woman. I don't know, if you're accused of sexual misconduct or something. But then that would mean they'd have to get rid of Biden. The GOP, then they would have to admit they'd have to get rid of Trump. Decisions. All right. That's all for today's episode on Santos. May he land safely somewhere. But we know he's going to have a book deal coming and he's going to have a movie deal coming. And this will be the most crazy thing. Look, 5 years from now, Santos will look back and just think of that crazy time when I was a congressman from New York. As he counts his millions. Because he's going to get a job and he's going to become a star or something. All right.
Seeking unbiased news? Discover the new Tim Black television network, where truth and integrity lead the way. We're committed to honest reporting and empowering you with factual, unfiltered information. Join a community that values transparency and critical thinking. Ready for news that respects your intelligence? Visit jointimblack.com. Embrace the change, because at Tim Black Television Network, our truth matters. Sign up today for a new kind of news experience. It's a new day.